Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out the sacred content to you all. Before I move any further, I want to tell you all that I am offering paid consultation or guidance service through email. If you want, you can mail me at vibehirights@gmail.com. Today I am going to talk about Arjun, the warrior archetype. Before I move any further, before I talk about Arjun from Mahabharata, let me wish you all a very happy Mahashivratri. This is that beautiful cosmic night which is filled with so many secrets. So before we dwell into it, before I talk about the Mahashivratri, this year I want to talk about Arjun and the warrior archetype and the connection and relationship between the Shiva and Arjun, Shiva, Arjun and Krishna, all these things. So later sometimes maybe I think I need some more time to unveil the secrets of Mahashivratri. So maybe in the future or maybe in the coming Shivratris I'll talk about the cosmic events, and I just saw 111. So I'll talk about the cosmic events and the secrets and mysteries of Mahashivratri. So stay tuned for that. Maybe after the Mahashivratri, or I don't know, whenever the divine wills it, it will happen during that time. So now the Arjun archetype from the Mahabharata. So I already recorded a short film called as Virenchi. It's a Telugu short film. If you are interested, you can watch that short film, and also you can listen to my video on that short film. I'm going to upload it maybe I don't know when, but yeah, if you want to know more everything about the Arjun, if you want to conclude all the things which I talk about the Arjun, so you have to watch that short film also. It is because that is also connected to Arjun. So now here, and also the Krishna. Here the Arjun from Mahabharata. So whenever Arjun from Mahabharata appears in your Kundalini awakening journey, first of all, who is Arjun? Arjun is a warrior archetype. He is that human persona who is connected with the divine, and in the middle of the battlefield, he and Krishna, the ultimate god, the cosmic father, are having some conversation, and in that conversation Krishna gives the Bhagavad Gita, the epitome of the knowledge, to Arjuna, right? So this, see how in such a different scenarios how it is happening. So this is the Krishna Leela. So when he if he wants, he can do anything at any time. Okay, so that is Krishna, how Krishna is. So in the middle of the battlefield, he is just Arjun is they are stopping the chariot and they are having the conversation about everything, about life, about everything which is told in the Bhagavad Gita. So he is giving the entire summary of how humans should be, how, what you should do, what you should not, entire things which will be helpful for the humans are told in the Bhagavad Gita. So even in the midst of the battlefield, so who can do this? Only Krishna can do that. Okay, in the midst of that chaos, in the midst of that battlefield, he is giving the ultimate knowledge, the jnana, the wisdom, and he is transferring that wisdom to Arjuna, who is like a human persona. So now Arjuna and Krishna, the conversation between the Arjuna and Krishna, it's like a human who is gaining knowledge and connecting with the ultimate divine, or receiving that knowledge or the divine codes or the wisdom codes from that ultimate divine, who is the cosmic father, who is the Krishna, right? So whenever this kind of things happens in your own awakening journey, it also means that you are that Arjun who is receiving the knowledge from the Krishna. I'm getting goosebumps now. So you are that Arjun who is receiving that knowledge from that source, from that Godhead, or from that cosmic father, who is giving you that knowledge where how you should be, how you shouldn't be, what you should do, what you should not do. So everything Krishna tells, and everything about a human, whatever the human needs, everything is there in the Bhagavad Gita, right? So how, what is your action plan, what you must do, what you must not do. So everything, Krishna is delivering that message to Arjuna, and Krishna is transferring all that knowledge to the Arjuna. So when a connection between the human intelligence and the cosmic intelligence happens, okay, this is what happens, this is the scenario, or this is the scene which will come as a synchronicity in your life. So when this conversation between the god and the human happens, right, so when this conversation happens, this conversation happens in your deep meditative states or trance like states, or those samadhi states where you receive the lot of downloads from the divine father or the cosmic father, when you are connected with the godhead, or when you're connected with the god, or when you're connected with the cosmic father's energy. So this is what that scenario or the scene of what has happened in the Mahabharata, at least it applies to us in that way. So this thing which happened in the Mahabharata, each whatever happened in the Mahabharata, so it just did not happen like that. So Krishna wanted to set an example for the coming yuga, for example coming Kali Yuga, so that the Kali Yuga, in the era of the Kali Yuga, they, whatever happened in the Mahabharata, it will be useful for the humanity of the Kali Yuga. So when during the time period of Mahabharata, during the Dwapar Yuga, the things were different, the scenarios were different, people were different, they were so much more powerful than us. Just imagine just 5 Pandavas and the entire Kauravas, and they are defeating them with the help. Why and how they can defeat them? Because the cosmic father's hand is there, his blessings is there with them. Why it is why cosmic father has chosen Pandavas and why he is blessing Pandavas only? Because they are fighting for the Nyaya, they are fighting for the Dharma. That is the reason why cosmic father always hands and the blessings will be there with those people who always fight for Nyaya, or who always fight for Dharma, or who always do the right things, or right things I mean to say is they who stand for the right, who stand for the good, who stand for the humanity, who stand for doing something good for the collective, who stand for doing their soul purpose, or who stand for establishing that Dharma, or transmitting that cosmic father's essence to the other people around them. So whoever is doing that, cosmic father always his blessings and his hands will always be there on that person's forehead. So this is a thing. So from this scenarios, there's so many scenarios in the Mahabharata. So each character and each character is like an archetype. So whenever different types of characters are there in the Mahabharata, so each character is representing some kind of a lesson to us, and they are telling with their own story. We are like with their own story, you can learn some kind of a lessons in your own journey, and you can apply those lessons. So when you understand these kind of a characters which were played in the Mahabharata, or which happened during the Mahabharata, these characters will give you the specific clues on how you have to be and how you have to move forward, not only as a human but also in your ascension journey. So these characters always will help you, not all the characters, but yeah, they are especially the Pandavas characters, or the things which certain things which happened in the Mahabharata, which will help you. Certain archetypes will help you in building your own personality. So when I talk completely about the Arjun, you will understand slowly what I'm talking about. So these characters from the Mahabharata, they build you, they shape you, they shape your personality, they give you an example. They already did set an example on how you have to be and how you shouldn't be, what actions you have to take and what path to follow and what questions to ask, and if you have the similar questions, what is the answer for those similar questions. So all these clues you can get from that particular archetype or that particular character of the Mahabharata. So see from Mahabharata which character is pulling you towards, which character is pulling you, or which character is attracting you more. So let me know in the comment section below which character is your favorite character from the Mahabharata, which archetype is your favorite archetype from the Mahabharata. So yeah, Krishna is everybody's favorite. Don't tell Krishna. Okay, yeah, if you yeah, Krishna is your most favorite, I know. So tell me also, like, who is like, if you like what kind of, like, what age of the Krishna, or what character of the Krishna, what personality archetype of the Krishna did you like in the Mahabharata? For example, did you like the Bal Krishna, or did you like the Krishna with Radha, or did you like the King Krishna? So Krishna played different roles for different people, right? So let me know in the comment section below which role of the Krishna you like from the Mahabharata or the Dwapar Yuga. I am very keen to know that. So based on that, so whatever comments are more about the Krishna, whichever form of the Krishna is more, on that form of the Krishna, I'll make another video. Okay, so if you like, if the comments in the comment section below, if I get more comments on Bal Krishna, then I'll make a video on Bal Krishna. If I get more comments on the King Krishna, I'll make a video on King Krishna. So it depends on you. So let's see what comments we'll get, and based on those comments, I'll choose the topic. Okay, so if you are on, let me know which side of the Krishna you want to know, which you are keen to know about. Okay, so based on that, I'll make a video. So now the Arjun's character. So see his personality archetype. First of all, Arjun is like a very strong warrior archetype. So those of you who have that warrior archetype within you, maybe in your previous lifetimes or maybe in your past lifetimes, maybe you were a warrior. Not it doesn't mean that you can be a warrior archetype, or you might have worked in army, or you might have been a soldier, or you might have been a that kind of a soul who was like a warrior. So all these souls who are fighting, not all those souls are warriors. Some souls have their internal struggles also. Some souls, how they move through life, they're also warriors. They are also warriors in their own way. Sometimes warrior doesn't mean you are always fighting in the battlefield. So those people who are also leading the normal life, but also they are not giving up on life and they are just moving forward, those people are also warriors in their own ways and in their own terms. So sometimes these warrior archetypes also help you and motivate you and remind you to not give up on life and to move forward in your life. So how Pandavas, they have lost that kingdom and then they go into the exile, and then they did not give up, right? So at the end, in the end, and they won the battle, right? So same like that, you don't have to give up. So each archetype, I'll make many videos on these different types of archetypes also from the history. So these are different types of archetypes from the history are connected to your collective unconscious mind. So if you missed on my videos on the collective unconscious mind and Goddess Saraswati, on her I made how Goddess Saraswati is connected to the collective unconscious, and I have made so many videos on the unconscious mind. So if you did miss on my videos on the unconscious mind or collective unconscious mind, go listen to that, because it will help you a lot in understanding your unconscious mind, your collective unconscious mind. And also I've made videos on Anima Animus. I've made one video on Bal Shiv. Watch all those ones, and then you will have more clarity on collective unconscious and how it functions and how it works. So all these archetypes which are there from the history, who are very famous archetypes, they're always there in the collective unconscious. So that's why the example of these archetypes will come again and again. Maybe the example of these archetypes might come in movies. For example, some kind of a dialogue can come, or the example of these archetypes are taken in some movie dialogue or some plays or some scenarios, or even in the real lives. People can take the example from these kind of archetypes and they can be motivated from these archetypes. So let's see how you can take the motivation from Arjun. So Arjun is like a very focused warrior. He is very focused warrior. So since my childhood only, whenever I did not know much about Mahabharata during my childhood, for honestly speaking. But then later in my own awakening journey, I awakened to it. You have to, like, sometimes people awaken to that knowledge. So that's how I'm making the videos now. Okay, so I just awakened to that knowledge. I was open now. I had my own struggles, because it was not it was like Mahabharata was at the end of the day, it was a war, right? So I was not comfortable tapping into the energies of Mahabharata, understanding the Mahabharata. I was always away from it. But then later on, I am in that situation of life where I am able to, and now I'm okay with whatever is happening, because it's okay. I'm more in the surrendered mode, and now I'm ready to receive this kind of a knowledge, and my own consciousness has increased, and now my own insecurities or my own thoughts or my own limiting belief systems about the Mahabharata has gone away, have cleared a lot of things which I have to clear. So then now I'm comfortable receiving and understanding and sharing my own understandings of the Mahabharata series with me, and different types of archetypes for the connected to the Mahabharata. So now I'm openly able to talk about it. So now the Arjun. So whenever in my childhood, I did not know much about Mahabharata. So only thing I just remember from like here and there, surroundings, movies. If you are an Indian, you somehow you come across these kind of topics because you are an Indian, right? So it all these things they happen in the movies and serials and all. They'll show about our history and the other yugas, and there are so many spiritual serials, and people talk about it, and we usually know about it, right? So in my childhood, when I used to think about Mahabharata, I used to only think about that scene where there used to be one guy and he only focus, and there'll be a competition between the guys, and there'll be one guy who only focuses on that fish's eye, and he exactly hits that fish's eye with his bow and arrow. So that scene stuck with me somewhere, and that scene is like for me, whatever, if I want to take some kind of a motivation from Arjun, is this one, because he is very focused on what he want to hit on. He is very focused on the target. So that is what I liked about Arjun. He is very much focused and about the target and what he wants to hit in, right? So focus and dedication is something which the words which I get when I think about the Arjun archetype. So this thing of the focus and dedication, you can implement that in your life also. So you did not have to be Arjun to be that. You don't have to be like something, you don't have to be a warrior, but the things those warriors carry, that the impressions which they carry, or the things which, or the discipline which they carry, you can imbibe that discipline into your own life for bettering your own life. So this is what I wanted you all to follow. So what those character, how they are inspiring you. So for example, Krishna, let's take Krishna. So there are so many aspects of Krishna, so many, because he's the ultimate god, he's the avatar, and he's so many aspects of Krishna. So what you are picking from Krishna, what habits or what discipline, what idea you are picking from the Krishna, and that maybe that idea is necessary for you for your own life. So maybe that idea can change your entire life. So what idea or what kind of a persona you are picking from that particular character might shape or define your life, or change your life, or transform your life, and or make your life more better, or make yourself understand much more betterly. For example, most of you might be like that, who are very focused on the target, who are very disciplined like Arjun. So you might have that inner Arjun within you, Arjun archetype within you, who is having those kind of a qualities, who are like a similar to that of the Arjun. So I'm hoping that you are understanding what I'm trying to say. So Krishna, for example, Krishna. So some people can be very good at communication. They can be they are smart communicators. So they are imbibing this quality of the Krishna in their own life. So or those of you who want to be that kind of a smart communicators, they can understand Krishna more, or they can receive the energy of the Krishna, and they can find that motivation from the Krishna, how he's a smart communicator, when they actually connect with the stories of the Krishna and all those things, and then they can actually, whatever things which they don't have, or whatever the things which they want to improve on, they can improve from understanding or observing or watching that particular icon, or that particular hero, or that particular god, and you can actually improve on yourself by understanding the Krishna, or by receiving the Krishna, or by connecting to the Krishna. You can actually also be like Krishna. Like, you cannot be completely like Krishna, but you can also try to be that smart communicator, which is Krishna. So same like that, if you want focus or discipline in your life, if you want to only reach towards the target, and if you want to just focus on the target, and if you want to eliminate all the other things, unnecessary things in your life, then you have to maybe read on about Arjun, or you have to listen to the videos like this. So you have to, by understanding that archetype, you will slowly also imbibe those qualities, or also get those qualities which that particular archetype has. For example, I already told you that Arjun is very focused on the target. So if you also want to be focused on that target in whatever areas of life you want, you can actually read about Arjun, or listen about Arjun, or videos like this, and you can, or any other icons who are like that, who are focused on discipline, or maybe there are so many personalities even in the Kali Yuga who are maybe disciplined and focused on the target. You can listen about them, you can watch the interviews, you can listen to the podcast, or you can listen to the videos like this, but so that you understand more and more on how to be focused on your target. So he eliminates all the other things, and there'll be all the other people also, all the other students also. So his guru will ask what you can see, what you can see. So all the other people will say something, but only Arjun will say, I can only see the eye of the fish. So he hits directly to the eye of the fish. He is reaching right towards the target. So that is the quality which I like from the Arjun. So let me know in the comment section below what kind of quality you like from the Arjun archetype specifically. So this quality, if you want some kind of a focus, some kind of a target, you want to reach towards the destination, directly focusing on that destination point. So Arjun is that archetype who is like that. So again, there is also another serial called as Vikram Betal Ki Rahasya Gada. So in that, they will show how the Pandavas have formed, and if you are interested, you can also watch the serial of Vikram Betal Ki Rahasya Gada. In that, they have shown that Indra will be there, and he will be so much, because he is a king, and he is and also take what resonates and leave the rest. Use your own personal discernment. I don't actually know what is the real truth, but because I have seen this serial and this episode also, I'm saying it out, because it is also connected to the Arjun and Pandavas. I'm saying out about this serial also. If you are interested, you can watch it, and if you resonate, you can take it out, leave the rest. Okay, use your personal discernment. I just take it as a story. That's it. So when in that serial, what will happen is, Indra's episode will come. In that, Indra and Sachi Devi will come, and they will show how Sachi Devi she will marry Indra. So Sachi is like, she is from the Asura lineage, but then she will marry Indra, and Sachi, they will marry each other, they will fall in love with each other. And she's, even though she is from the Asura lineage, if you want, I'll make another video on Sachi, Indra's wife, and let me know. And she's also called as Indrani. Okay, so let me know in the comment section below if you want to know more about her. I'll make a video on her. So she is Sachi, who is actually from the Asura lineage, but she is not having those qualities of the Asuras. There are so many examples in the history that there are so many souls who are divinely souls, but they are born in that Asura lineage, but they don't act that way. They act divinely only. So some divine soul will be born in the Asura lineage just to liberate that lineage or make changes in that lineage. The best example for that is Prahalada. Okay, Bhakta Prahalada. So I have made videos on Prahalada also. In the Narsimha videos, I've made 2 videos on Narsimha. If you are interested to know more about Prahalada, and there are so many things which about the Prahalada which will teach us and will help us in our own ascension journey. So if you are interested, you can watch listen to my Narsimha videos, which are 2 videos which I have made about the Narsimha. Okay, so Prahlada is such a soul who is a very divine soul, but he is born in the Asura lineage for a purpose, for a reason, right? Mahavishnu himself have made planned out it in such a way that Prahlada had to be born in that Asura lineage for the well-being of the humanity, and all the for the avatar of the Narsimha which had to come. So all these stories will be there, and you can listen to the Narsimha videos of mine. So now the goddess Sachi will also be like that. She is the wife of the Indra, and she wants Indra to be in certain way, but Indra will be like a misbehaving, and he will be always drinking, and he will be doing so many other things. So she imagines before when she is in her alone time, she will draw Indra's pictures. So in one picture, she will assume how her husband should be. So for example, in one picture she will assume like her husband is very artistic. So in one picture, she will assume he is like a warrior archetype. So she will draw like some 5 pictures of Indra, and she wants all these qualities of the pictures which she have drawn. She wants all these qualities in the Indra. So but in the reality, what Indra will do is he will drink and he will do all these things and etc. All these things will happen, and she will curse Indra that you will be born in the earth, and all these things will happen, and they will have some kind of a tough situation, and conversation will go on in between them. And if you are interested, you can watch the entire episode of that. It is very interesting episode. I have never come across such kind of information before, but only in this Vikram Betal Ki Rahasya Gada this kind of information was shown and given. So I was only surprised how these things have turned out. Before this, I did not know anything about that. So after that, this Indra, he will be only getting born as 5 Pandavas. Whatever the 5 diagrams the Sachi have drawn, the wife of the Indra have drawn, all those 5 diagrams, each diagram is consisting of one character. For example, she have drawn one guy who is very artistic and who is very calm, who is very wisdomatic and diplomatic. So again, she will same guy, same Indra only. She will draw some different forms and different talents of Indra. So in the other, she will draw something like he's a very warrior archetype, and in the other she will draw something else, in the other she will draw something else. So all those 5 characters which she have drawn, they will reborn and they will reincarnate as these 5 Pandavas, Panch Pandavas, and they will again, this Sachi Devi will be born as Draupadi, reincarnate as Draupadi, and then she will marry these 5 Pandavas. So this episode is there, and if you are interested and if you want to know more about Arjun, you can watch this episode of Vikram Betal Ki Rahasya Gada. And if you are more interested, you can listen to my Virinchi video, where I've talked about the Mahabharata and all these things, and time travel and Krishna, the creator, and all these things. And then if you are and let's continue. And then this episode is there. After that, I've told you that in the middle of the battlefield, Krishna is giving all the knowledge to the Arjuna. So when that will happen, when you connect to the ultimate, the cosmic father, the cosmic energy, that cosmic energy will teach you, will guide you how to be, and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, and how you can move forward in your life or in your journey. So just like that, you are that person who is in the place of Arjuna, and cosmic father is the Krishna, and Krishna is guiding you and on how to make a move also. And there is also one popular, very popular question which Arjuna asks is, these are all my own family members, how can I have war with them, right? So Krishna will answer that even though if they are your family members, but they are not doing the right actions, they are not taking the right actions, and it is your purpose, even though they are your family members, it is your purpose to establish the dharma. That's why you have to fight. So he will be like so much of demotivated. So he will be so much demotivated. He will be like thak haar gaya, and he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to get into the battlefield. He doesn't want to fight. He will just give up. But then Krishna will be motivating him that no, you have to do your purpose. You have to fight. You have to do. There is a war going on, and you have to take your role. You have to do what you have to do. You cannot escape this. You cannot take a step back. You have to move forward. You have to take step forward, and you have to fight for what you have to fight, and that is your kartavya. That is your dharma. Dharma rakshati rakshita. You have to do that. There is no other option. So then when Krishna motivates, then Arjun will get some kind of so whatever logical points Krishna is talking about, he'll give all the checklist is done, and then he's ready to fight, even though he doesn't want to fight, but he will fight. Krishna will prepare him for the fight, for the battle, and for the war. So sometimes you are in your own ascension journey, you will be so much demotivated. Not only in the ascension journey, in general also, humans sometimes they go through so many ups and downs in their life. So and they feel that they want to give up, or they don't want to engage in this anymore, or they don't want to do anything anymore. So they are just so fed up, and they just want to give up on certain things or certain areas of their life, and they just feel they lose all hopes, right? So when you are about to give up, when you're about to lose hopes, when you feel hopeless, that's when the cosmic father or the divine father or the divine masculine energy or the ultimate cosmic masculine energy, that will come into your life, and the cosmic masculine energy or the divine father's energy will come into your life, and he will never let you lose all those hopes, and he will say that when you are at the zero, even in that point, the cosmic father will be there with you. That is the energy of the cosmic father. So that is the energy of the Krishna or Shiva or the any masculine cosmic father energy or the masculine cosmic father form. So when you are at your lowest, when you lose everything, even during that time, cosmic father will always remind you that he is there with you. He will not let you give up. He will encourage you. He will motivate you. He will be there with you, holding your hand, saying you that you have to move forward even in this kind of a situation, and you are not alone. He is there with you. So this is the love of the cosmic father, which is always there with you, even in your lowest. So even when you lose all the hopes, even when you want to give up, he will not let you give up. So he will remind you that the life has to go on. He will remind you that the play has to go on, the drama has to go on. You have to reach towards the end point of the drama. Till then he will not, and then you can merge with the cosmic father. So he will remind you that he is there with you, and he will motivate you when you are in that point of the disappointment or discouragement, and he will encourage you. So whenever you are in this kind of a situation, always take the help of the cosmic father, be it in any form, especially Mahadev. I have like words are very less to talk about Mahadev. So where everything ends, that's when the Mahadev begins. So when everything is ending, even in that point, it is the beginning of your journey and your connection with the Mahadev. Just remember that in your life, that when everything is ending, in my own personal life, when everything collapsed, my journey and my connection with the Mahadev started. So I don't know how many of you can feel it or have already experienced it. Let me know in the comment section below. So when there is nothing, even in that point, there is something, which is the cosmic father's energy. So I always like that one very beautiful song, which is called as Kun Faya Kum. If you want, you can listen to that song. It is my favorite song, and that song has a lot of meaning. That song is like, it holds a lot of meaning, and when you listen to that song, you will get your divine downloads. Mark my words. Let me know in the comment section below what you understood from that song, okay? So that song is a very beautiful song, and even in that song, the hero or the singer will sing that, where everything, I lost everything, and even in that situation, then you are there. Right, the song has a very, very deep meaning, and it doesn't matter in which, even it's a Sufi song, but still that song, it doesn't matter. Religion and all these things doesn't matter for the cosmic source or the cosmic force, right? The cosmic energy. So you can get receive the downloads and information from any kind of a words or phrases or any kind of a songs. So this song is a very beautiful song, and whenever I listen to this song, I don't know why I get tears in my eyes, and I immediately remember Mahadev, and I just connect with the Mahadev when I listen to the song. So you can also listen to the song if you want to. It's my favorite song. So I hope you like the song. And then after this, I want to talk about one more movie, which is called as Kannappa. So this movie is available in all the different languages, and if you're interested, you can watch based on what language you can understand. You can watch this movie. It's a very, very beautiful movie. And before I talk about this movie, I also mention one other movie called as Madurai Meenakshi. So in this movie, in the Kannappa, what they have shown is the different excuse me, so different incarnations of the Arjun. So in this movie, one phrase will be coming, and where the Shiva will talk to the Jnana Prasunambika. So that is the name of Ma Parvati. In the there is a Shivlinga of the Sri Kalahasti, and also Sri Kalahasti Shivlinga. It is the his companion is Shiva's Sri Kalahasti Shiva's companion is Jnana Prasunambika. So he will tell to Jnana Prasunambika that see his archetype, see he is a warrior who is carrying bow and arrow. Who can it be? So like that, he will describe that entire Kannappa's characters and the qualities in that movie, and that scene will be very nice. So in that, when he will describe all these qualities and characters, and then immediately I understand, oh, Arjun, okay, like that. So the based on his attachment to the bow and arrow only, because his attachment of the with the bow and arrow, he had to incarnate again as Kannappa, so that he can liberate, even he can find the detachment with the bow and arrow, and he can finally merge with the Shiva, and he can attain that ultimate liberation. So if you have any kind of a attachments and all these things, then you cannot be fully like merged with the Shiva and all these things. And Shiva in and take it just like a movie, and don't think so much and don't bang your head so much on this, just to understand, and whatever you want to take it, you take it and leave the rest if it's feeling too complicated for you. Okay, so when he explains everything like see this warrior archetype, and in this movie he'll be like a tribal guy, and for first he will be very atheist, and he doesn't believe in anything. And because of the some incidences which happened in the childhood they will show that some kind of animal sacrifices will happen to please the goddess, and he did not like this idea of animal sacrifice to please the goddess, and he has his own ideas. So star seeds are always like that, and they don't like the ideas of the others, and they are here to establish their own ideas. So they question the society always. So the same like that, he questioned this society. One second. Okay, yeah, I got some notification. So he questioned the society. So he was like, why you have to do all these things? And because of that thing, his childhood friend dies, and he did not like that idea, and he did not like the way the people are worshipping or connecting with the goddess or god energy. So he'll be staying away from that, and he'll become an atheist, and he'll always say that that is just a stone, it's not a shivlinga, it's just a stone, like that. And he's always he grows up being an atheist, and then there'll be so many tribes who will be coming, who will be uniting together to fight with the villains. And these villains, they are coming into that area to know more about the Srikalahasti Shivlinga, because that Shivlinga holds so many kind of mysteries. Okay, so many mysteries. So because those people are those villain gangs are are at the back of the Shivlinga, and this Shivlinga is actually hidden, and nobody knows the secrets of the Shivlinga. Only one person knows the secrets of the Shivlinga, and he's also like so much of superstitious. So when in this movie, and when all these things happen, and all these tribes from different areas, they join together to fight back these villains and to protect themselves from these villains who are there. And in the end, and they will also show that there will be also a superstitious person who actually identifies where that Shivlinga is, but then he doesn't let anybody to know to the place where the Shivlinga is. He just wants to keep the thing for himself only. So when the Divine Father, with the play which he runs through Kannappa, he breaks all the limitations of that society and that time period, or the rituals which that society or the ideas or the ideologies the people carry during that time. So every time a star seed or the divine being is born to break the limitations of the society, or to break the conditioning of the society. So each one of you is doing the same work. Maybe you know about it, or you don't know about it, but you as a divine child, or you as a divine being or a star seed, no matter who you are, from whichever higher dimensions you're coming from, you always question the society, and you break the limitations and conditionings of the society. So you never always follow the same pattern, and you break the patterns. That's why you are here to break the patterns. You are here to establish the new rules which are aligned with the divine rules. So see, he does the same thing, and when the Pandit will be there, and he will break his limitation also by showing his devotion, the utmost devotion to the Shiva. And also he will fight with those villain people, and he will make the tribes, all the tribes, be freed away from these villains. And also he will protect the place, and that place will be Rudra. Again, an avatar of Rudra will be coming. Shiva will only send Rudra. That Rudra is Prabhas, and he will come, and he will enlighten Kannappa, and he will also, and that is the day of Mahashivratri, where Kannappa finds the Srikalahasti Shivlingam. So he is an atheist, and he doesn't want to do puja and all those things. And his wife also says that do you have to do fasting? You don't have to eat, because today is Mahashivratri. Only after we offer to the god, then only you are allowed to eat. So he will not agree with that. He is feeling hungry, so he will go somewhere, and he will sleep in the bushes, and then he will say, then Rudra will come, and Rudra will take him to the place where the Shivlinga is there, and he unknowingly does the entire puja of the Shivlinga. And then he also offer all the things, whatever the rituals which have to be done, and he will do all those things. And then after coming back, after when his wife will be in danger, all the three, spider, elephant and the snake, will be there. The story of the spider, elephant and the snake is connected to the Srikalahasti Shivlinga, and there is another story to it, and maybe you can Google about it, or if you want, I'll tell about that story and the mysteries of the Srikalahasti in some other video. So today, because I'm talking about the Arjun, I'm limiting it to the Arjun only. So he will when his wife falls in danger, all these three, spider, snake and this elephant, and sometimes it also say it is also said that Indra like took some form in these three something. So I have to actually look into it, and then if you're interested, I'll also make a video on Sikalahasti if it is a divine will, and then I'll make it. Okay, so but then his wife will be saved and he'll come back to the Shivlinga, and then he will realize all the realizations where he'll go back to his past, and where it will be shown that he is like a warrior and he is having attachment to his bow and arrow. He couldn't let his bow and arrow go, so even sometimes it said that even when he went to this Vargaloka, he carried his bow and arrow with him and he went with that. So he's that much attached to the bow and arrow. So one time the Shiva himself, he will come into in form of a tribal man, and he will fight with the Arjun, and then after sometimes after that war is over, so this entire scene of how the tribal guy will be coming and how he has there's also another story where Shiva himself have gifted this bow and arrow to the Arjun. So that story of the how Shiva has gifted this bow and arrow and how Shiva touches the Arjun, all these things is shown in the Madurai Meenakshi movie. So if you want, you can watch that movie where how the Gandiva is gifted to the Arjuna through by Shiva, and how Shiva is pleased with the Arjuna, and all these tapas and all those things are shown in Madurai Meenakshi movie very nicely. You can watch that. So after that, and again when it was time where he had to have the detachment with the bow and arrow, Shiva will say that you cannot be liberated now, and when you in your next lifetime, when you will say Shiva, when you pronounce my name, that at that time I will only come to liberate you, like that. So at the end of the movie, and he will realize all these things, and then he will sacrifice his own eyes and whatever. He doesn't even know how to worship like a Shiva, but still Shiva likes him so much, because the other guy who is very superstitious, he will be like what he's doing and all those things, and he'll be scolding Kannappa, but then whatever he's eating, and he's just giving that to the Shiva, he's offering that the same thing to the Shiva. So he offers the pig meat to the Shiva, because at that time the tribal he was eating, the culture was such that he was eating that, right? They were eating that and it was normal to the people. So he offered the same thing to the Shiva, and the Brahmin who was there, and he will be like, why you are doing all these things? And but Shiva does not oppose anything. Even he climbs mountains, and he brings all the jungly flowers and all those things, and he offers that to the Shiva, and he brings water in his mouth, and then with his mouth he just poured that water onto the Shivlinga. So he has a strange ways of doing the puja, but still Shiva doesn't see how you're doing the rituals, how you're performing, how greatly you're doing the puja. He just sees your love. So with it's your love which helps you connect with the divine. So he doesn't see these external rituals and how hardly or how strictly you're fasting. Yeah, you're fasting, it's for yourself, not you're fasting because now your entire energy is focused on, or your entire system is not focused on digestion, your entire system is focused on raising your vibration. So that's the reason why you fast on Shivratri, right? So it's not for the god you're fasting, it's for you're fasting. So you have to understand that. And it's not about how big or how grandly you have done the Shivratri or you have done the puja and all these things. Shiva doesn't see all these things. He mainly sees how lovingly you're connecting with the divine. So that is what is impressing the divine. That is what will shower the blessings of the divine to you. So always remember that thing. Always remember that it's not about how grandly or how greatly you do things. It's about how deeply you connect with the divine, how lovingly you connect with the divine. So divine is impressed with that thing. So when he is impressed with that thing, Arjuna will be like Kannappa will be liberated. So he'll be going back to the Shiva. So that was the story of the Kannappa. And if you are interested, you can watch all the things which I've told in the this video. So if you like this video, like it, share and subscribe, share it to all the people who also want to know about the Arjun archetype from the Mahabharata. So let me know in the comment section below which archetype you want to know more about from the history, or from any past timelines, or from any king or queen characters. If I feel called to, I'll make video on them. Okay, so thank you so much. Happy Mahashivratri to you. Hope we all connect with the Mahadev today night, and we all seek the blessings of the Mahadev. Hope this Mahashivratri will bring a lot of blessings into your own life. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Sri Mate Namaha.